BTS has once again rewritten history, and this time, it's on the grandest stage of all, Hollywood. In 2025, the entertainment capital of the world officially crowned BTS as the most influential global icon. Let that sink in for a moment. A boy group from South Korea, who started their journey in a tiny company, has risen above every barrier, every stereotype, and every doubt, to now stand as a cultural phenomenon recognized at the very center of global entertainment. This moment isn't just about music, it's about power, influence, and a complete shift in the balance of the cultural world. When BTS debuted back in 2013, nobody could have imagined this kind of outcome. 7 boys RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, Lee, and Jungkook came from a relatively unknown company called Big Hit Entertainment. They didn't have the same resources, money, or connections as other big K-pop groups. In fact, many critics at the time doubted they would even last a few years. But BTS had something far greater than just polished looks and catchy songs. They had authenticity. They had stories that connected with people's struggles. They had music that spoke to the soul. And they had a vision to spread their voices far beyond Korea. Fast forward to 2025, and Hollywood itself admits that BTS is no longer just a music act. They are icons. They are role models. They are a global movement that has transcended music, language, and culture. What Hollywood did this year is symbolic. It represents the world finally recognizing that the entertainment industry has shifted forever. No longer does influence only flow from the West to the rest of the world. Thanks to BTS, Asia has taken the spotlight. The recognition in Hollywood is rooted in undeniable achievements. BTS became the first group in history to have multiple Korean language songs topping Billboard's Hot 100. They sold out stadiums across the globe, from Wembley in London to SoFi in Los Angeles, proving their power to unite fans from every corner of the world. They didn't need to fully switch to English to conquer the global market. Instead, they brought the world to Korea, and fans embraced the Korean language with pride. This alone is groundbreaking. It challenges the old belief that Western culture was the standard for global success. Their impact goes deeper than music. BTS's lyrics and messages consistently highlight topics rarely addressed in mainstream pop culture. They talk about self-love, mental health, the struggles of youth, identity, and societal pressure. When BTS told their fans to love yourself, it wasn't just a slogan, it became a movement that inspired millions. They even brought their voices to the United Nations, where they spoke about self-acceptance and hope for the future. Hollywood took note of this. BTS isn't just creating music, they are shaping a generation. The influence of BTS in Hollywood has also been magnified by their cultural crossovers. They've collaborated with some of the biggest names in the industry: Halsey, Coldplay, Ed Sheeran, and Every Time. The result wasn't just a hit song but a cultural moment. Hollywood stars themselves openly praise BTS, not just for their talent but for their discipline, humility, and authenticity. It's rare to see artists who maintain their roots while becoming global superstars, but BTS has managed to strike that balance. And let's not forget about ARMY, the loyal, passionate fandom that has powered BTS to these heights. Hollywood couldn't ignore them. ARMY is the most organized, dedicated fan base in the world. They stream songs non-stop, dominate Twitter trends within minutes, and even organize charity drives in BTS's name. When BTS performs, ARMY doesn't just watch, they amplify. This relationship between BTS and their fans is unlike anything Hollywood has ever seen. It's not just admiration, it's unity, almost like a global family that transcends nationality, language, and background. In 2025, Hollywood's acknowledgement came not only through awards and accolades but also through influence rankings, media coverage, and industry analysis. Major outlets like Variety and The Hollywood Reporter placed BTS at the very top of cultural power lists. They weren't compared just to music artists, but to actors, directors, and even fashion icons. They became the standard. When BTS makes a move, Hollywood watches closely, because they know it will set the trend. BTS has also redefined what it means to be an Asian artist in the global industry. For decades, Asian entertainers were often sidelined in Hollywood. They were rarely seen as equals, often typecast in stereotypical roles or overlooked altogether. BTS broke that ceiling. They proved that talent, authenticity, and connection matter far more than stereotypes. They showed that global culture is not one-directional. It's not just Hollywood influencing Asia anymore, it's Asia influencing Hollywood. And BTS is at the forefront of that change. Fashion is another area where BTS reigns supreme. From luxury brand ambassadorships to viral fashion moments, every outfit they wear becomes a cultural headline. Hollywood's fashion world embraced them wholeheartedly, with brands like Louis Vuitton, Dior, and Valentino competing to have BTS represent them. This isn't surprising. BTS members embody a modern blend of artistry, individuality, and global appeal. In Hollywood, where image is everything, BTS has mastered the art of influence, but what makes BTS's recognition in 2025 truly remarkable is their resilience. Even while some members are serving in the military, the group remains at the top of global charts. Their solo projects, whether it's music, fashion, or collaborations, continue to dominate headlines. Jungkook's solo songs break streaming records, Jimin's performances trend worldwide, Suga's productions gain critical acclaim, and RM's leadership as spokesperson never fades. Despite being physically apart, their unity and brand remain intact. Hollywood realized something important: BTS isn't a trend, they are a legacy. Their future in Hollywood looks limitless. Speculation about possible film roles, soundtrack appearances, and collaborations continues to swirl. Some fans believe V could star in Hollywood films given his natural charisma. Jungkook, known as the Golden Magne, is often mentioned in discussions about who might transition into acting or producing in Hollywood. Whatever path they take, one thing is clear: BTS has the power to dominate not just music but the entire entertainment landscape. This recognition in 2025 is more than just a title, it's a rewriting of history. Hollywood has admitted that BTS is the most influential global icon, and that's not something that happens overnight. It's the result of over a decade of relentless hard work, countless obstacles, and unwavering support from ARMY. Their story has become a source of inspiration for millions of people around the world. What's perhaps most inspiring is the humility of BTS themselves. Despite their incredible success, they often remind fans that they are still just 7 ordinary boys from Korea who dreamed big. They remain grounded, grateful, and deeply connected to ARMY. This authenticity is rare in Hollywood, where fame often changes people. For BTS, fame has only made their bond with fans stronger. So what does this mean for the future of entertainment? It means the industry has entered a new era, an era where cultural power is shared, where diversity is celebrated, and where authenticity is valued above everything else. BTS symbolizes that future. They aren't just rewriting their own story, they are reshaping the narrative of global entertainment. In 2025, when Hollywood crowned BTS as the global icon of the year, it wasn't just an award. It was a declaration. A declaration that the walls dividing East and West in entertainment have finally crumbled. A declaration that music in any language can dominate the world. A declaration that 7 young men from Seoul, with nothing but talent and determination, could rise to become the most influential figures of their generation, and now, the world waits eagerly for their next chapter. Because if there's one thing we've learned about BTS, it's that they never stop making history. This isn't the end of their journey, it's just another milestone. From small practice rooms in Seoul to the grand stages of Hollywood, BTS has shown us that dreams, no matter how impossible they seem, can come true. They've proven that music is more powerful than borders, and that love, sincerity, and hard work can move the entire world. So when Hollywood crowned BTS as the most influential global icon in 2025, they weren't just recognizing 7 artists. They were recognizing a movement, a generation, and a legacy that will continue to inspire for decades to come. BTS didn't just make history. They became history.